And so I'm grateful that I had those rooms. Like Brett, for you, like what was it? What was your first impression when you entered into like from that old community that you're talking about, that drug and street world, into like this new community? Like
petrified.
Right.
I'm a little different. I didn't get clean to stay clean. I got clean to stay out of a federal penitentiary, to be real. And so my goal was to put a year together and then go out and use and die. Luckily, I had a support system that hung on to me, I'm going to go that way, until it clicked. And then started to change from there. But realistically, I didn't do it to get clean. I just did it to stay out of trouble. I realized that it wasn't every time that I used I got in trouble, but every time I got in trouble, I'd used. And I got tired of the consequences. And I guess when you're finally facing federal penitentiary, and I was facing 20 years, wow. Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said I could do a little time, but this is over the charts. So I like to say I'd still be doing a year and a half.
Oh wow.
In federal penitentiary. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. I
Okay.
hadn't put that together.
Yeah. So every day is a blessing that I'm not in prison.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's been an awesome ride watching you, because I remember you telling me, you know, when we get together with new guys, you know, I was the new guy with you at one time, and I remember you talking to me about how you could relate with the way that I felt and the things I was going through, and I wouldn't have found that on my own. There's no way that I could have made this shit up, you know. And there's another guy in the rooms that has been around forever, and he's like, you can't sell this shit.
No.
You can't sell it to somebody.
No.
You know, it's something that happens organically, and if I do the work, my life will change.
Absolutely.
You know, and so like you've done a ton of work. I mean, you've been to a lot of different places in your recovery.
Well, absolutely, on every side. I love what it says in the book. We can't transmit what we do not have.
Right.
So we can read bullshit. Absolutely. Sure. And in my job every day, I'm dealing with my patients that they read bullshit. And it's really cool that they come up to me and say, you can tell that you live what you teach.
Right.
Well, and let's mention, like, Brett, what is it that you do for?
Well, I am a teacher up to, can I say where I work as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Up to Ogden Regional ACT, and I teach about drug and alcohol in all of our programs. And so that's what I love to do. I think we're all teachers. Fair enough,
sure.
Good or bad. And I taught enough bad things in my life that as we go through the program and realizing that the root of our problems is selfish and self-centered, that the way to get out of is to give. I really have a problem with going to the rooms and people saying this is a selfish program. How do you get rid of selfishness and self-centered if it's selfish? That doesn't make no sense to me. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So anyway, getting back to that, what I do up there is teach them what they're thinking is normal, and kind of like we talked about.
Right.
Wanting to use, wanting to run, not wanting to face things, coming to terms with really. Did you ever go back to the beginning and try to figure out if you really knew what a trigger or cravings was?
Like the difference between the two?
Yeah, when you were using.
Oh, yeah.
Could you? See, I just used.
Sure.
So I never really knew what they really were. Now, if I ran out, then I had a problem.
That was a big issue.
That was my problem, was running out. But I didn't put that was really a craving. That was just, I was dope sick.
Right, yeah.
So when we get into recovery and we think about triggers and cravings, we're not connecting that the stress, anxiety,
right,
wanting to run, wanting not to face, fear. All those things are really your craving. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I tried to teach that up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.